actually really nervous, but anyway. Jason, thank you so much for that wee introduction, because honestly, I have big admiration for you two people. It was actually one of my very early success days where I saw Louise do her lifestyle slot, and you're not long in the business before me, and I thought, if they can do it, I can. And I didn't really believe it, honestly. My name's Jill Burns, and I'm in the business now about 5.5 years. And when I first joined this business, I was looking to earn £500 a month. And a wee bit about who I am and a wee bit about my background. I was somebody who, whenever I went to school, I wasn't very excited or passionate about education, but I loved going to school. I really, really enjoyed it. And a few of my career choices, which was in banking, I was a travel agent, I worked as a recruitment consultant, and I was a chiropractor's assistant whenever I first got involved in this business. Wasn't passionate about any of those posts or excited about them, but I really enjoyed them. I really, really enjoyed working them. When I was taking a look at this, I was working as a chiropractor's assistant, and I was working part-time, and I am still to this day so blessed that I was born at a time where women were allowed to work part-time, because I would have given up work completely when I started to have kids, because I wanted to stay at home with them and be with them. So part-time was kind of the best of both worlds. And I have to say that when I gave birth to my first wee son, the things I didn't enjoy in my life at that time were, I didn't like leaving him into the nursery crying after me. And I certainly didn't like leaving him into the nursery when he was sick, and I wanted to take him home and take care of him myself. I didn't particularly like in the work life that you had to book maybe a year in advance what holidays you were going to take when you hadn't even decided you were going to go on holidays with your family, or where you were going to go, or what time you needed off. But anyway, wasn't everybody doing that? Didn't everybody just get on with life and that's what everybody was doing? So I didn't know there was another way. I had no idea there was another way. And actually, at that time, the recession kicked in, as all of you have probably experienced a bit of it. The chiropractor had to drop a shift, and it was mine. So it really just didn't add up, folks. It didn't make sense to me paying childcare costs and travel expenses to stay in at work. So I made the really, really nerve-wracking decision to completely quit work completely and stay at home with the kids. I was happy. But you see the things that I enjoyed about working, which was kind of contributing, feeling like you belonged, the social aspect of it. I love being around people. So I didn't really want to be full-time at home. I was always kind of looking for another way where I could be with the kids but have some kind of opportunity. So I am one of them people, and there's lots of them out there that's looking for ways to work from home. So it was my husband, Lawrence, that came across a flyer. And it was my sponsor, Margaret Brady, who is probably in the audience somewhere. And like Jason said, I always take this opportunity. And I always thank Margaret Brady for leaving that flyer in a petrol station where my husband picked it up. Because Margaret, it's because of that flyer that I'm standing here today and I'm in this business. So thank you so much. And I met with Margaret, total stranger, folks, didn't know her. Now, I know no more now than I did then, did what we call in the business an amazing one-to-one. All that really means to anybody that is new to the room, that when we sit down and show somebody the business opportunity, it's just one-on-one, and we're showing people the opportunity. She did an amazing one-on-one with me. She showed the company, she showed the products, and she showed the marketing plan. But Margaret sat down and asked me, Jill, what do you want? And why do you want it? And what is it all about? What kind of future can you see for yourself? Honestly, folks, I have no idea what I signed that day. I just seen that she showed me a way where I could stay at home with my kids and earn money, and I thought, I'm in. I can do this. And I was really kind of excited to do it, honestly. And I should have probably hit on my first wee slide. It was to say to people, don't wait for your life to be perfect. It was when I was sharing with you earlier about just enjoy whatever it is that you're doing. But anyway, when I got involved in this business, that's how I felt. And I am not joking you, because you get so excited, you see this amazing opportunity, you see all this wonderful stuff that you could have for your future, then they show you what you have to do. And you think, ah! Now, see that wee guy with the microphone? There's people in this room know me and know me really well, and I love people, and I love talking. But I did not like to talk in front of people, and I don't like doing what I'm doing now. I had never done public speaking before for ever living. Never. And when they said you had to stand and do product launches and things, I thought, really? And then they said, look, you know, connect with people, make phone calls, and show people this business. And I thought, I don't want to do that. I really don't. But I did really, really want what this business was offering me. And I mean, I really wanted it. I wanted to stay at home with my kids, and I wanted income to have a better lifestyle for me and the kids and my husband. And so if there's one thing Forever Living has taught me, and that is, if you want something that you don't already have, you're probably going to have to do something you haven't already done. So don't be afraid. Somebody mentioned here, I don't know if it was Bob or Jason, there is things you're going to have to do outside your comfort zone. But that's okay. We're all doing it. All of us are doing it. This is a new way of working and a new type of business. And it took a wee while for me to grasp that. And through going to my trainings and days like this and having meetings with my uplines and team meetings, you get the confidence, you get the skills, you get the knowledge, and you will do it. You just do a wee step at a time. But honestly, folks, life really does begin outside your comfort zone. So just work a wee bit on it every single day. So I was getting excited and I thought, right, let's do this. I got involved in this business and I says, right, let's do whatever they're teaching me. Let's just do whatever they are and let's just have some fun with it. Did I think I could do it? No. Did I think I could achieve all the things this company was offering? Absolutely not. Jason talks about chairman's bonus and different things like that and try and get the vision and see that there's so much potential. I just didn't see it in the early days. I didn't think I was that type of person. I didn't think I was worthy of that kind of money. I really just thought £500 would be brilliant and I could do that. And I could make that kind of money and that made sense to me. But was I excited? Yeah, I was really excited. Some people know me. Okay, so anyway, I did get started and I got a big wake-up call. A really big wake-up call. But I thought, let's get on with it. Let's do what we have to do. So just to give you some hints and tips for people who are in the business, what did I do? I literally just started to learn one-to-ones, how to present this business properly. And I learned it off by heart. And then we'd have team meetings and team sizzles, and I teach them. And I learned everything there was about making the phone calls and connecting with people. And one of the ones that was taught to us was Alan P's questions are the answer. Learned it by heart. Then we'd have team meetings and team sizzles and teach the team to do the exact same thing. And I would be a wee bit nervous and uneasy about what I'd have to do at product launches. And instead of learning every single product in our product brochure, I just learned a wee script on the products that I was most passionate about so that I'd feel more comfortable and confident about doing the things that were outside my comfort zone. And we'd get together with a team and we'd have wee meetings and I'd teach them. So whatever you learn in this business that gives you knowledge or skill or confidence, just whatever it is, teach and share with other people. Because we have loads of amazing team get-togethers. These are just some of the pictures we've had. Great days out. Work with your team. Celebrate with your team. Do meetings whenever you can. And have wonderful, wonderful memories with them. That's what this business is all about. We have had the most fun. Whatever I learn or whatever the team learns, we just share with each other. And we built an incredible team. Absolutely amazing. In the early days, did I hear lots of no's? Do I still hear lots of no's? Yep. But I just want to share with you what I felt like in the early stages of this business. I thought everybody was saying no to me. Everybody. Well, the wee small tiny group of people that I was asking was saying no to me. And I don't know if Pauline Keegan is in the room, but I was is she here? Where is she? Pauline, I got to hear you at a training so early in my business. And I'm so grateful. And folks, there's probably other people know this saying from Pauline Keegan. I'm grateful I heard it so early on in my business. And Pauline would have taught there's slow pain and there's fast pain. And slow pain meant what I was doing. I would speak to somebody this week, and then I'd leave it 2 more weeks and I'd speak to somebody else. And then I'd leave it maybe 3 or 4 weeks and speak to somebody else. And then leave it 2 or 3 weeks later and speak to somebody else. So that's over a period maybe 2 months. And I spoke to maybe 4 people. And the chances are 4 people are probably going to say no to you. Pauline thought, well, why don't you speak to 3 people this week? And 3 people next week? And 3 people the following week? And over a period of a month, you spoke to 12 people. There's 7 billion people on the planet. You can find those people. I panicked and thought, where am I going to find these people? They're everywhere. And Pauline said, the pain's still coming, by the way. You're still getting your no's. People are still going to say no. It's just going to be a bit faster. And she was right. And I thank God that she taught me that in the early days, because that is how I decided to do this business the way it was being taught to you. It's going to be a wee bit painful, people saying no to you. I took it personal. I know other people did, but the yeses will come quicker if you just do it a wee bit faster. And so thanks for that one, Pauline. I think you all should get to be training and hear what Pauline Keegan has to say. So anyway, I got started, did all the lovely activities that this business offers, and I had a very clear vision. You know in your first steps, the manager's book, that it talks about having a vision and a goal. I knew exactly what I wanted this business to do. I was very, very clear and very, very, very excited about doing that. And so whenever I did all that, we got momentum in the team, we got excitement within the team, and everybody started to move up the marketing plan. Not just me, everybody. Our team started to move up the marketing plan. And I was very blessed in the first couple of years of my business that I moved up to manager, and then senior manager, and then 100 Club, and car plan, and then Eagle, and senior Eagle, and as the years went on, global, and then chairman's bonus. Did I think for 1 second when I joined a company to work part-time to earn money with my kids, this was ever going to be possible? Folks, you must believe me in this. Not a chance. It was what Jason said. Coming to these events, coming to these meetings, I started to pick up, this is possible, and anybody could do it. I never once took any one of those incentives for granted. I made sure I celebrated them, I embraced them, and I was grateful for them. Don't reach an incentive and forever and then just be done with it and think, all right, that's it. They're put there for a reason, for you to celebrate your success and what you've done. Bar one. I didn't appreciate 100 Club. I didn't even have 100 Club on my goals, and it came to me without even focusing on it. And for anybody in the room that isn't fully aware of 100 Club, it's just doing 100 CCs open, not counting any of your manager's business, over a period of 3 months. And actually on my 3rd month of doing 100 CCs open, I'd actually had 190 CCs open. And guess what I thought? I've got this mate. I can do this business. He's peasy. And I started to stop doing what Pauline Keegan and different people in this, all the leaders in Ireland here, taught us. I stopped recruiting and stopped showing people this business. And then you can feel a wee bit of a downturn. And that happened to me. And I'm just going to explain to you is don't get complacent in this business. Don't do it. You're taught to do 2 things. Show people the products and show people the business. And when you continue to do that, this business is easy. And you will always get whatever you want and always achieve whatever it is you want. I'll tell you the 3 reasons why I think that people in this business have roller coasters, and I did. And I've experienced a few up and downs and high and lows. But on this occasion, after I'd done quite a lot of moving up on the marketing plan, and I had a bit of a dip because I'd stopped recruiting. I'd stopped showing people this business. And when the CCs were that high, for people again who are new in the room, the chances are there's a manager coming behind you. I had two come up behind me. So my open business dropped. I was earning now an income I couldn't have dreamt of. And I didn't feel worthy of it. And so it makes sense to me that I would probably sabotage that now and start going in the opposite direction. So when this company tells you to work on yourself, this is a new way of working. This is a totally different kind of business, and you have got to work on your mindset. They really mean that, because you're going to reach great heights in this company. You're probably going to earn an income you didn't dream of, and you need to be ready for that. And you need to know you're worthy. And I'm still working on that now. I was earning an income I couldn't have dreamt of. The second reason why I think I got a bit complacent was I wasn't respecting my business. I wasn't respecting the business that I'd grown. Remember, I joined this company for £500 and I actually still had a £500 mindset. I was still treating it like a £500 business. I wasn't really prepared to commit a wee bit more hours, a wee bit more effort, because I kind of was still thinking the same way I was thinking a year previous. I was building a brilliant business now. It deserved a bit more respect of me, for the team, for the company, for all the people that's in this room. You know, we all work together and support one another. So my advice to you is just respect your business. And as you grow, respect the growth too, and reevaluate things and see what more you could do for your business so that it will respect you back. And the third thing that happens whenever you get a bit complacent, and for me anyway, at that time was, I wasn't passionately setting new goals. You are going to hear this 100 times and forever. I had set goals when I joined this business. I had very clear goals on what I wanted. But I'd done it. Forever gave me everything I wanted. Everything I wanted was done in the first year. So in the second year, when things went a wee bit like that and I got complacent, I hadn't really got any new goals. I wasn't really excited about what's next. So it's so important you do that. It is so important you do that. So this company comes up trumps, if you ask me, because it was just at the right time when I needed it. We went to London Global Rally, had the time of our lives, and Rex Maughan knows what he's doing. Because it was at London Rally where Rex Maughan announced where the Eagle Manager trip was. And he announced Mexico, Cancun. And I thought, I'll have that. Thank you very much. And Lorna was standing with me. My manager was in the room, 21,000 people in that picture, screaming and cheering, Mexico, Cancun, are you kidding me? We went to Mexico, Cancun, had the time of our lives. This is us in Mexico. We didn't really believe we could do it, but I got excited about something again. I got really excited. I got a real clear vision and a clear focus, and we went to Mexico. And the flight path was Dublin, New York, Mexico, so we stopped off in New York and had the time of our life. That's not a fake Empire State Building. We're really in front of it. It really was brilliant. It was brilliant. These trips are amazing. And it was through Rex Maughan and through these events that we got excited again and thought, right, you know what? These visions, these goals actually do work. Take time. Look at the incentives. Did Jesus say it, or Bob said it, that Dusty said it? Even if it doesn't excite you, go for it. We've all probably worked in traditional jobs. Seriously. Does any of us start our years in our traditional jobs saying, how could I make more money? What more could I do now? What other goal could I have about my business? How could I get on a free trip? That's what this company offers. And they make a big deal about putting an incentive brochure together. Read it. Get excited about it. They are for you. I didn't believe that I could do this, but I can, and you can. They are for all of us. So some of my other goals and dreams in the last couple of years were to, honestly, folks, invest money. Boring and all as it sounds, but I want a bright future for me and the kids now. Forever was paying me an income now where I could see, oh, okay, it's time to get serious here. Invest money. I wanted a new car for myself. I wanted to be able to take luxury holidays with the kids. And I wanted to be able to spend time and money in the house and have a better lifestyle. So that's us in Florida last year. We're going again next year. It's a very luxury holiday. I love it. Forever has given this to me. And if I didn't work with Forever Living, had those goals come true, I don't know, maybe not. But what I do know is I would have had to work full-time and put my kids in full-time childcare. And I didn't want that. And I probably still would never have earned the money that this company has offered me, ever. So anyway, the next thing on my goal board was chairman's bonus. This time last year I said, I'm going to do this. I am really, really going to do this. I decided to do this incentive. But 2 years ago I said that too. And 3 years ago I said that. So I'm going to try and explain to you what's the difference between deciding to decide and really meaning it. Because I know there's people in this room that have set deadlines and set goals and they've not reached them, because I've done it. I've done it lots of times. And you wonder, why does it work for some people and not for others? So let me just share a tiny bit about what I did differently last year. I really did decide. I sat down before Christmas, before the new year started, and I said, I'm doing chairman's bonus this year. I got so excited about that goal that I couldn't even see the obstacles or the challenges that I used to focus on. I was focused more on the obstacles and the challenges the few years previous. I could see that goal so clearly and the excitement it would bring for me and the team and my family. I couldn't see the obstacles or the challenges that would come along the way to get there. And I could feel it. I could feel what it would be to get that goal. I worked really, really hard on keeping those fears and challenges down, and really, really hard on getting the excitement going and knowing that I could do this. If there's one thing I've learned in this business, and I've experienced it, and I know other people have, that when we're moving towards an incentive or a goal or anything in this business, there's a back door, and most people leave it open. And when you don't reach the goal, you're leaving it open to kind of pat yourself in the back and say, don't worry, it's no big deal. I'll go for it next month. I'll go for it next year. I shut the back door and I burnt it. Burn the back door, folks. When you decide to decide, burn that back door, that there's no other way out other than going out the front door where you're going to get that goal, whatever that dream is for you. And that's the difference when you decide to decide. And I did it. I bloody did it! I did it! And I'm so proud because I don't feel like it was last year's work. I feel like from the minute I signed that form, that's where I got to. Who cares that it took 5 years? I don't. I still have it. I don't care. No other business in the world offered me this. I joined this for £500 a month. Friends of mine back home used to say, Jill, you and Lorna's going to do yoga. I was like, no, we're not. We're really not. Give it another hour or two and we'll see what comes out of them yoga bags. And they were blown away. It was absolutely amazing. We cried like babies. Don't you think I'm used to this? Don't you think this lifestyle's easy? I'm not joking. I know it is for some people. This still touches me that this company can do this for me. I am very emotionally connected that we lift that kind of money. Bob jokingly says, could you get used to that £1 million money? And we're like, yeah, of course you can. I tapped Aaron in the back and I says, I'm hardly coping with the one I got. See, it's a big deal. Somebody just wants to hand you money for sharing the business and sharing the products. So we did it. We had the time of our lives when we did it, I have to say. So where are we at then? Okay, so some of the other wonderful things I got to experience in Forever. Manager Summit. These are our working seminar weekends away, by the way, folks. Dressed up like cowboys, people in Titanic, schoolgirls. This company is so much fun. We went away to Greece, the Eagle Manager trip last year, and not only did I go away with Lorna, my manager this time, now I got to bring my sister-in-law Una, who qualified for Eagle Manager. Gosh, guys, you can bring your team along to these things. It makes it even more fun. Just keep writing goals down. We went to South Africa last year. That was amazing. I just whispered in Bob's ear a minute ago. He says, Jill, what did you think of Dubai? What do you think of that party? How are we going to top it? I says, Bob, I thought that about South Africa. How are we ever going to top South Africa? And in Dubai, they topped it. We had the time of our lives, folks. I have been all around the world with this company. It's still hard to understand or why someone wants to give me that. If you're in this room now and you're thinking to yourself, am I worthy? Could I do it? Yes, but you have to want it. Want it so much that all the fears and everything else just disappears. And so this is one of my big obstacles that I had last year. I had a massive roller coaster last year, and I know everybody else does. It was just my turn. It was my turn to have a big up and down moment. So last year I had my sister's 40th, and we went away to Lanzarote, a group of girls. Most amazing time ever. Only because of Forever I went there. I would never have taken another holiday and taken away from having a trip with the kids, because that's what would have happened in our home. If I took a trip somewhere else, we wouldn't have got away with the kids. But Forever allowed me to do that. And because I'm my own boss and I work my business around myself, Forever allowed me to take holidays whenever I wanted to. My sister Pauline and my brother got married last year. Most amazing times. Like you all know, that's a wonderful time to do that and celebrate that. Usually comes with stress and worry and excitement and all the lovely stuff and lots of financial, because it costs a lot to have two people in your family get married. But we had the time of our lives. The time of our lives because of Forever Living. But this is what Forever did for me. My sister Pauline was in bed for 17 days straight up until her wedding, really sick. We barely could get her out to get her dress fitted. And she got married from my home. I was very blessed that everybody stayed in my house. I had a bride leave from my home. I have 3 wee sons, by the way. So I got a bride leaving from my home. It was brilliant. But I decorated a whole room in my house. Linda Rice and Lorna Smith in my business helped me. That's in my house. We had a toy room and we decorated the whole room into a salon and a hairdressing beauty. And the night before her wedding, we showed her the room. And she was so grateful for what I did. And my wee daddy, faced a lot of demons last year. I take after my daddy. He's a very bubbly man, full of life, larger in life. And he faced quite a few challenges that he had to face. And he was having a rough ride too. And when everybody else was at work and he was scared and lonely, I was at home. He came to me because Forever Living allows me to stay at home and make money and look after my business. And I am so grateful for Forever that I could have been there for him. And that's my wee daddy and Pauline on the day of their wedding morning after the wee roller coaster ride. And thank you, God, I found Forever, because I am so proud of that picture and what it's done for them. Some of you may or may not know, I have a wonderful sister-in-law, Una, in the business, Una Burns. She's a manager, went away on the Eagle manager trip with us. And Una has MS. She suffers from MS up until 5 years ago. Una didn't work. Una couldn't hold the job down. Una's health is amazing now. Una has an amazing business with this company, and she's my sister-in-law, and I get to have the time of my life with her, and that's another thing that Forever Living has gave me. So for our wee Una, good woman, and keep working. We had, I have 3 managers, Linda and Lorna and Una, who are all my best friends, by the way. And this company allowed us to go and have like Sex and City moment in Dubai. It's amazing. Like, who else would give you that? Nobody else. That will be a memory we will cherish forever. I could never have went away on a girls' holiday, being at home with my husband and the kids. Forever Living has offered me that. What else has Forever done for me? Confidence, knowledge, skill, personal development, talking on stage in front of you like that, making friends with loads of you in this room like this. I've worked in traditional business. Most people clock in and clock out. Does anybody in traditional business really support and encourage and inspire you to do better and be better? That's what this company does. I am so grateful for everything that this company has done for me. The experiences that it has given me, my future, I am so excited. I feel more in control of my life now than I ever was. I am so excited for my team, for everybody in this room, and for my own future. It's absolutely an amazing opportunity. I want to flick past that one because I'm one slide ahead of myself. And to this wee darling here. You've seen him in pictures. I had a wee team member, went chairman's bonus with me, and Lorna did it with me. And folks, you've seen my cheque was bigger than Lorna's. Do you know what? That doesn't mean anything. Lorna worked for her cheque. That was Lorna's part of the hard work. Forever just has a wonderful marketing plan that's how it works. If you help and show other people to do well and be good and embrace everything that this company offers, they reward you for it too. I thank you, Lorna, for working hard and seeing this vision and allowing me to lift that cheque. And so Forever Living has taught me that making a life or living is not the same as making a life. I am making a life with this business. I am changing my life with this business. I love my life because of this business. And I do this business because it excites me. And I asked you all and challenge you all. Put your hands in like we did. We did this in Dubai and took a picture of it. Go all in. Commit. Commit to something. You've given up your Saturdays to come here. You've given up lots of other things. I can assure you've probably sacrificed a few other things for this business. Make a decision and go all in and decide to do it and burn the back door and keep going till you get there. I do this business. I'm nearly done. I went over. I'm sorry. I do this business for these people, like probably most of you in this room. I'm no different than any of the rest of you. It's my amazing husband that I'm climbing all over the top of. And that's my 3 wee corkers, my angels who've just walked into the room, and I wish I hadn't seen them because they actually got me a wee bit emotional. But anyway, they're the loves of my life. I do it for them. And I know most of you in this room is doing it for your families also. So why is it that only some people achieve the amazing things that Forever Living offers if we've all got similar goals? Why is it some people get to a certain place in the marketing plan and doesn't maintain it? I truly believe it's because of you. You will be the energy that gets you to where you want to go, but you will also be the things that stop you. You need to get serious about whatever it is you want. You need to work hard internally. I can assure you that if you work harder on yourself and not worry about all the other stuff that this business offers, you will achieve more than your dreams could ever have dreamt. You don't have to be like me. I'm a lunatic. You don't have to be that excited. But get excited. Get excited about your products. Get passionate about this business. And get really excited about your future. My name is Jill Burns. I am Forever Living, and have the best day you have today, a success day.